Not feeling you're moving ahead in life, feeling trapped. Such feelings can be dangerous for your mental health, and a comfort zone can be the reason for it. Dr. Ted here, and welcome back to the channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Today's topic, comfort zones. How comfort zones can trap you, and strategies on how you can break free of them to experience better mental health. Comfort zones can allow you to stay in the safe zone. They allow you to feel comfortable, everything's okay, but deep down you feel not right. You feel you can do more. You feel mental stagnation. You're fearful of taking risks and pushing yourself, pushing your boundaries. Such ongoing thinking can be a cause of depression, anxiety, and stress. You can feel you're in a comfort zone, so you go to the internet. How do I get out of a comfort zone? And you hear a lot of motivational kind of sayings. Just go for it. Take the leap. You can do it. But are you doing it? Is it that easy to do? It's hard to take the leap, especially when you've been doing something for many years. It can become second nature, you could say. It works, so why change it? Think about that job you could be doing that is, of course, paying the bills, but deep down it's very unfulfilling, not very challenging, boring. You start thinking to yourself, watching paint dry would be more interesting than doing this job. There is real psychological and sociological reasons behind the development of comfort zones. A few psychological challenges are as follows. You lack self-confidence. Simply put, you don't have faith in yourself. Instead of thinking, I can do this, you think, I can't do this. At the bottom of this can be fears, past failures, anxious tendencies. So in the end, you're filled with self-doubt. Identity protection. Our ego can enable us to have high self-esteem, have a sense of importance. If we take on something new that pushes us out of our comfort zone, we may fail, right? How will that affect our ego, our self-esteem? What happens if others see that? Our identity can be challenged. Lacking self-discipline. Making changes in life, not easy. Do you have the discipline to do it? What is your history like when something became challenging? Were you able to follow through, to overcome obstacles, difficult times? Again, making changes, not easy. And stepping out of a comfort zone can be not easy. What is your history? Can you overcome challenging situations? Sociological challenges can also impact behavior, impact comfort zones. The sociologist Emil Durkheim indicates that social facts can help shape behavior. Social facts like a shared consciousness, kind of a collective thinking that influences behavior. So cultural norms, values, beliefs, social systems, social structures. So for example, the culture or the family values that you were raised with, say, you work in the same job for 30 years. You work in the same profession. At the same time, after 10 years in the profession, you start thinking, oh, I wouldn't mind something else. You start maybe indicating that to your family, and they would, hey, wow, what are you doing? You've already invested 10 years in this. You better continue on with this. So instead of taking that risk and stepping outside, you start to feel that, you could say, that anxiety from the pressure from the outside. So you can see how the social around you can kind of keep you confined, keep you in that comfort zone. So you just stay in the same thing to avoid any kind of distress, you could say, from wanting to make a change. So we can see how the psychological and the sociological can keep you in a certain kind of mindset, a certain kind of pattern of behaving. It's almost like it's normalized. This is what we do. This is a very safe way of doing things, and if we kind of step outside these kind of boundaries that were kind of outlaid to us through value, social norms, or if we have challenges in terms of self-confidence, these things can kind of keep us locked into patterns, again, locked into comfort zones. But at the same time, we can feel a certain kind of internal kind of need to explore, right? And it can be like a spiritual kind of aspect, but we just feel deep down, I can do more than this. I can kind of reach beyond this. How to break out of a comfort zone? You need to assess things. How could things be different? Am I enjoying life? What different response could I get from doing something differently? Introducing new people into your life. As Durkheim indicated, our thinking can be a part of a shared group mindset. The people that you're hanging out with, are they people who share the same mindset as you? If they do, that can just be reinforcing the values, reinforcing the norms, reinforcing your comfort zone. Media, social media can be reinforcing our ways of thinking, right? More and more we're on our phones, on our devices. Everywhere you look, there's people on their devices. So, maybe looking at a different kind of media that you're normally looking at. Maybe limiting your media. Invite change into your life. Always walking the same path to work? Try a new path. Always doing the same hobby? Try a new hobby. Always going to the same place? Trying a new place. If confronted with a new situation, something different than what's normally happening, and you feel uncomfortable, see that as a reason for change. See that as a trigger that I'm going to have a change here. I'm going to work with this. I'm not going to run away from this. I'm going to accept these uncomfortable feelings, whatever they are, and I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to step outside my comfort zone of maybe a certain way of dealing with things and look at other ways of dealing with things. So see new situations, uncomfortable situations as a pathway to growth. What is your purpose in life? What are you on this planet to achieve? Have a good think about that. And then look at what you're doing presently. Is what I'm doing presently allowing me to reach my higher purpose in life? In sum, comfort zones can prevent you from achieving everything that you can achieve. They can increase anxiety, stress, depression, because you're always thinking, I could do more, but I'm kind of locked into this situation. So what can you do different today that you did yesterday? And in a very short period of time, you can start to see, wow, there's a lot of things around me that I didn't see. There's a lot of opportunities that can better enrich me as a person, encourage my personal growth. So, as always, wishing you the best mental health. And until the next video, take care. Want more content on mental health? Have a look at this video.